What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Johnny A. I'm back at you guys with another video today. Hope you guys are doing good. So today I'm gonna talk about dividends and how they work. I had a comment on one of my videos probably a couple weeks ago talking about asking about how dividends work and what they really are. And I'm gonna give you guys some stocks that I feel are great to buy and hold for the long term and pay out dividends quarterly or every 6 months. So every company is different. Keep in mind, not all stocks pay dividends. So here I'm using Nerd Wallet right now on my screen. And you guys can see here what is a dividend and how they work. So dividends are regular payments of profit made to investors who own a company's stocks. Not all stocks pay dividends. So please keep that in mind. Dividends are payments a company makes to share profits with its stockholders, which are us. They're paid on a regular basis, and they are one of the ways investors earn a return from investing in the stock. But not all stocks pay dividends. If you're interested in investing for dividends, you will want to specifically choose dividend stocks. So I'm going to go over some dividend stocks that I think you guys will be interested in. Please keep in mind this is not financial advice, so please do your own research. So how do stock dividends work? So a dividend is paid per share of a stock. If you own 30 shares in a company and that company pays $2 in annual cash dividends, you will receive $60 per year. So you're multiplying the amount of shares by the annual cash dividends. In this example is $2. So you multiply 30 by $2, you make $60 in that year. Now keep in mind that $60 per year can go up if you own more shares. So if this was 40 shares, you would multiply 40 by $2 and that would be $80 in that year. And that keeps going up if you own more shares of a certain company. Okay, so they also have different types of dividends. They got cash dividends, which is the most common type of dividend. Companies generally pay these in cash directly into the shareholders' brokerage account. You got stock dividends. Instead of paying cash, companies can also pay investors with additional shares of stock. You got dividend reinvestment programs, which is short term, for the short word is DRIPs. Investors in DRIPs are able to reinvest any dividends received back into the company stock, often at a discount. You got special dividends. These dividends pay out on all shares of a company's common stock, but don't reoccur like regular dividends. A company often issues a special dividend to distribute profits that have accumulated over several years and for which it has no immediate need. And you got preferred dividends, payouts issued to owners of a preferred stock. Preferred stock is a type of stock that functions less like a stock and more like a bond. Dividends are usually paid quarterly, but unlike dividends on a common stock, dividends on preferred stock are generally fixed. So I'm used to more cash dividends, if anything. This is the most common type of dividend that companies generally pay these in cash directly into the shareholders' brokerage account. Now I'm a guy that, if you guys have seen my Acorns videos, my dividends get reinvested into my portfolio, and I think that's great because you're accumulating money, passive income with dividends, and it's going on top of what you're already putting into your portfolio. So that's how Acorns works. I know a lot of other brokerage apps like Sofi and Robinhood can do the same thing, where you reinvest your dividends into your stocks. So keep in mind that's what basically dividends are and how they work. So right now I'm going to show you guys some companies that I think are great to buy and hold for the long term and pay pretty good dividends in my opinion. Like I said, this is not financial advice. Please do your own research. So the first one on the list would be JP Morgan Chase. I believe there's, let me go over their stock real quick. Right here, JP Morgan Chase, $152.14. You can see here their dividend yield is at 2.63%. So depending on how many shares you have of JP Morgan Chase, you got to do the math with the dividend yield, and you'll see how much you get paid. I'm not sure if they pay quarterly. I'm not really sure about how the payment process is with JP Morgan, but this is, in my opinion, a great stock to have if you want to make some dividends in passive income. So JP Morgan Chase will be first on the list. And if you guys don't know who JP Morgan is, they're basically a bank, investment bank, and financial services holding company, and they're headquartered in New York City. All right, so that would be first on the list. Number 2 would be Johnson & Johnson stock. Basically, another great company that has a dividend yield of 2.60%. I think their market cap, you can see here, is 430 billion. They're basically in the healthcare sector. Another great company to buy and hold for dividend payments. So, like I said, all of these are great in my opinion. So Johnson & Johnson would be number 2 on the list. And then number 3, you would have Procter & Gamble stock. Procter & Gamble, they're basically one of the biggest consumer names on the planet. You know, if you buy Gillette shaving cream, you guys might buy Pampers online or toothpaste. Procter & Gamble basically make all these products. You can see their stock at 159 and 90 cents a share. Now, if you have a brokerage that does fractional shares, then you could probably buy fractional shares of Procter & Gamble and Johnson & Johnson, JP Morgan. That way you have like at least fractional shares of these companies, and you'll still get a dividend yield. You can see Procter & Gamble currently at 2.18%, a market cap of $383.29 billion. So great company to have as well. The next stock on the list is going to be Coca-Cola stock. Now, I personally drink Coca-Cola from time to time. You can see the stock price at $62.54. Now, this one is basically a big icon stock because of Warren Buffett. He believes in Coca-Cola, and I believe their dividend yield is pretty good. You can see here 2.81%, market cap at 270.14 billion, and this is a great long-term play in my opinion. So like I said, you got guys like Warren Buffett investing in Coca-Cola. Definitely a great stock to hold for dividend payouts. So the next company on the list would be Verizon stock. Verizon basically is a telecommunications stock, and you know, some people have Verizon as their service with their cell phones. You know, they have cable as well. Right now at $53.83. You can see the dividend payout pretty good, 4.76%. Market cap at 225.97 billion. And another one, the company had, I believe, $130 billion in annual revenue from millions of wireless broadband, fiber optic, and cable TV connections just alone. So definitely a great play to have in your portfolio and for dividend investing. The next one on the list is going to be Cisco stock. So Cisco stock currently at $57.21 at the time of recording. You get the dividend yield of 2.66%, market cap at 241.29 billion. Basically the leader in enterprise computing. Cisco is a Silicon Valley icon. Its dominant forces is in the tech sector, but you know, they got the flip camcorder, a lot of things in the tech. So great company to have as well, in my opinion. Next one on the list is going to be, oh man, this one is famous for dividends. McDonald's stock, obviously, and they're in the fast food sector. Currently the price is pretty high, $250 and $60. $250.60. Excuse me. They got a dividend yield of 2.20%. Market cap at $187.26 billion. McDonald's. If you guys don't know who McDonald's is, they're one of probably the largest, biggest fast food restaurants in the world. I see McDonald's everywhere. So, and I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes, at time to time, I'll buy some McDonald's to eat as well. So, McDonald's is definitely a great stock to have for dividend yields, and that one is another one. So, next one is going to be Pfizer. Pfizer stock. Pfizer, another pharmaceutical and biotechnology corporation, as well, headquartered in New York City. So you can see here $48.53 for a share. You got a dividend yield of 3.30%, market cap at $272.39 billion. You know, they're basically in the healthcare powerhouse sector. They also worked on the COVID-19 vaccine, and they work on other, healthcare, vaccines and stuff like that. But Pfizer is another great company to have for dividend investing. All right, and then we got one more on the list, which will be Intel Corp. So Intel Corp is basically I believe they're in the technology sector as well. They make processors you find in most computers. And you can see here the dividend yield at 3.24%, currently at $45.04, market cap at $183.36 billion. So another great company to have for dividend investing. And if you guys are into ETFs, I always like to, in my opinion, an ETF that is great for dividend investing would be the S&P 500, the Vanguard 500 Index Fund ETF, ticker symbol VOO. This is basically the one that Acorns has on their brokerage. And I believe their dividend yield changes from time to time. But this is definitely, as you guys can see, a great beginner ETF to have in your portfolio. And long-term has huge potential as well. Right now, since the market is pulling back, you see it at a great price at $3.99.29. So these are just a couple of great dividend stocks to have in your portfolios if you want to make some passive income with investing into stocks. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to follow me on my investment journey and my investment videos. Hit that like button as well to support the video and the YouTube algorithm. And make sure you leave me your comments, your likes. Follow me on TikTok, Instagram. Check out my links in the description for Acorns if you want to sign up for Acorns or Sofi or Coinbase to start investing in crypto. I appreciate all of your support, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.